So this is the better buy right here. So that's 3 packs. Okay, so this is the first page. Let's turn to the back. Okay, right here. Solve for the missing side. Okay, so we have here a triangle, one right here and another. This one is these are similar, you can tell. This first one right here is the same shape, but they're different sizes. You can see the numbers are different sizes as well. Okay, so we're trying to compare. So what we can do is we have this part that we can call this a base. Right, the bottom part of a triangle is called the base. And this one, what should we call that? It's not the height because it's not standing up straight. Right, it's not the height. So let's just call it the right side. You can call it the right side. Okay, when we solve for missing sides, remember we're talking about ratios and proportions. So what we should do is make ratios and set up a proportion. So let's make a ratio. A ratio is comparing something. So let's do right over base. So let's do the right side over the base. Let's compare that. So here and here, let's do the right over the base. So that's 6 over 9 for the first triangle. And the other one is 24 over x. And we set up a proportion. Okay, so what we can do is we can cross multiply. So let's do this here and here. That's 6 times x. And what's 24 times 9? 4 times 9 is 36. 2 times 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 16. And then 6 times x, 6 is multiplying with x, so we divide by 6. 216 divided by 6, well, I'll do that by hand. Go ahead and do that in your calculator. 6 goes into 21 3 times, 18. 11 minus 8 is 3. Okay, 6 goes into 6. 36 6 times, so that's x is 36. So I found this one. So this x is the same thing as that x. Over here, this is a much more difficult figure. You can see that they look similar, but this one is flipped around. So this is what we were talking about in class, where this is where we should talk about ticks. Where it's a little bit harder to tell. We can redraw it if we want, but we can talk about it in ticks since there's so many sides. So let's redraw this one here. You have a 7, 7, 11, and 4. And let's redraw this and turn that around, just like this. We can call this part, this is the longest part. This is the other side. And these two, we can call this the base. Oh, sorry, this is the top. And let's call this the bottom here, just so we can make sure we understand. This is the longest side, so that's over here, the longest side. And this one matches here. So this is x, and here this is 91. The top is 91 as well, and the bottom is 52. Okay? Now remember, this whole thing is about ratios and proportions. We're talking about ratios and proportions. We need to say, okay, what do you want to compare? Well, we want to solve for x. So let's just compare from this side. Well, we want to compare this side with this side. And we can just talk about the top and the right, the top and the right. We can talk about left and the right, left and the right. We can talk about bottom and the right, bottom and the right. We can go anywhere we want with this. But right now, let's just go ahead and say, all right, let's just do left and right because that'll be easy. So we can call this side, okay, this is the left side, and this is the right side. This right here on this figure, this is the left side, and this is the right side. So we're comparing left over right. The left side is 7, and the right side here is 11 for this figure. For this figure, the left is 91, and the right here is x. These numbers are a lot bigger. Just to save time, I will go ahead and use my fancy calculator. Okay, we can cross multiply. 7 times x is 7x. 11 times 91, well, let's see. 11 times 91 is 1001. Okay, well, I have 7 is multiplying to x, so I want to get get rid of that. Let's divide it. Remember, it doesn't want to multiply anymore, so we divide it. So it's 1,001 divided by 7. 143. X equals 143. You actually see it right there too. Okay, so you can see this one is 143. If you notice, you can also tell that each part is going to be a certain amount bigger. And if you see that number, it's actually 13. Okay, so right now, since we're looking at this right now, number 14, and actually one of my favorite numbers is 143. If you're paying attention on this video, do not tell anyone, but I'm going to give you an extra credit point if you write 143 in a heart next to the second page next to number 14. So right now I will give you 1 extra credit point on the test if you put heart 143 on the test. I will give you 1 extra credit point on the test. Okay, the reason why it's my favorite number is because it's 1, 4, and 3, and that means I, and then love, 4 letters, and then you, 3 letters. So 143 means I love you in numbers. So put that on the test, and I will give you 1 extra credit point. Okay, let's keep on going. Over here, 15. We have a calculator, not this one. This one is much cheaper. Calculator that is $12.80 is on sale for 20% off. Okay, what is the sale price? Well, we know it costs this much, so that's 100% of the cost. So right here, we know that's $12.80. I need to find 20%. You can split this up into 10 parts, but you also know that, okay, well, 20% is about here. It's not halfway, but it's a little bit less. So we're gonna put X here. We don't know what that number is. We don't know how much money it is. We don't know how much the discount is. But what we can do is we put X there, and what we can do is use our fancy proportion again. That means 2 ratios. You compare it, they're equal. It's an equation. So this right here and this right here is now going to be a proportion. $12.80 over 100. Okay, let's cross multiply. 100 times X is 100X. What is 1280 times 20? $12.80. Oh, $12.80 times 20 is 256. Since the 100 is multiplying with X, we don't want that anymore, so we divide 100 on both sides. And we get, well, what's 256 divided by 100? $2.56. This means 20%. 20% means the discount. So that's $2.56 as the discount. Discounts mean you subtract. So this is the total right here. Now you need to subtract the discount. If you subtract it, you can use your calculator as well, or you can use it by hand. I'll do it by hand. 10 minus 6 is 4. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, and that's a 1, and that's going to be $10.24. Okay, so you're going out for dinner. Here's a different one. So you need to leave a tip this time, and it costs you $48. That's 100% of the cost. So you know that's 48, and you're trying to leave a tip. Okay, you have 10% here, 20%. Oh, we're trying to find 15%, right? You don't know how much 15% is, so you put an X there. Let's go ahead and solve for this. You can use cross multiplication as well. Let's set up a proportion. We know that's X over 15 equals 48 over 100. Let's go ahead and cross multiply. What is 100 times X? 100X. What is 15 times 48? Well, it's going to be 720. Okay, 100. We're trying to solve for X, and we want to get this alone, so we divide by 100. What is 720 divided by 100? That's 7.2. 7.2 is not this one, it's this one, right? There's nothing in the 100th place, so that's $7.20. And that's how much you're going to tip okay? So tip means you're not going to subtract. Tip means you're adding on to the bill. So actually, you have to pay $48 for dinner, and you're courteous, so you're going to leave a nice tip. That means you're going to have to add more. You're going to pay more. That's 0. Adding is 2. Add this, 15. 4 plus 1 is 5. So you're paying $55.20. Okay? So you can see that all these numbers should match your answers on the bottom. Okay? So like I said, you can cross these all out. You can grab another one and practice on your own. Don't forget this. Okay? And like I said, in class, I already went over this whole entire thing. Hopefully you wrote this down. If you need more help, come talk to me at lunch or after school. Okay? Good luck.